In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, Armageddon and Har Megiddo, according to the Holy Scriptures and the Great Holy War, Hajj al-Akbar. Armageddon and Har Megiddo refer to the final great battle between the forces of good and evil, as foretold in various sacred texts. This battle represents the end of times and the coming of the Day of Judgment. Several religions, including Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, speak of this decisive war. Armageddon in the Bible. In Christianity, Armageddon refers to the final battle between the forces of God and the forces of Satan. It is mentioned in the book of Revelation in the New Testament, and they gathered them together to the place called in Hebrew Armageddon. Revelation 16, verse 16. Armageddon is the place where the kings of the earth will gather for the final battle against God, considered the war of decision, where the enemies of truth will be destroyed. Armageddon in Islamic tradition. Although the term Armageddon itself does not explicitly appear in the Quran, Islam speaks of the Great War, Hajj al-Akbar, and the end of time. Several hadiths predict the appearance of the Mahdi and the return of Jesus, peace be upon him, who will fight against evil and injustice. From the Quran, they ask you about the hour. When will its arrival be? Say, its knowledge is only with my Lord. None will reveal its time except him. Surah Al-Araf 787. The Quran confirms that the end of time will come suddenly and that people must prepare for it. The signs preceding the hour, such as disasters, wars, and moral corruption, are warnings from God. Hajj al-Akbar, the Holy War. Islam teaches that at the end of time, there will be a great war between the followers of truth and justice and the followers of oppression. This war is sometimes known as the Great Holy War, Hajj al-Akbar. This war is a test from God for humanity, where the true believers will triumph under the leadership of the Mahdi and Prophet Jesus, peace be upon him. From the Hadith, the hour will not be established until the sun rises from the west and the earth is filled with wars and bloodshed. Sahih Muslim Hadith about the Sufyani. In Islamic traditions, there is also a prophecy about the appearance of the Sufyani, a figure who will emerge before the Mahdi and the Great War. The Sufyani is a symbol of chaos and oppression and will emerge from the Levant, coming from the west. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "After the death of 3 caliphs, there will be a dispute. A man from my descendants will appear in Damascus, and his name is the Sufyani. If you see him, follow him, even if you have to crawl over snow, for he is the Caliph of God." Narrated by Bukhari and Muslim. According to this hadith, the Sufyani will play a crucial role in the final events on earth, participating in the Great Wars, the Great Holy War in the Holy Scriptures. Psalms 2:9. You will break them with a rod of iron. You will dash them to pieces like pottery. This verse from Psalms describes the power with which the enemies of truth will be shattered. As the prophets foretold, a time of purification will come when injustice will be crushed. Leviticus 26 verse 7-8, you will chase your enemies, and they will fall by the sword before you. This verse from the Torah confirms God's promise that the believers will prevail in the battle against injustice. Matthew 24:21-22, for then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. Jesus, peace be upon him, warned his followers of the great tribulation that would occur at the end of time, where believers will be tested and truth will triumph. Conclusion. The time of the Great War is near. As the Caliph of God, Sufyan Sufyani, I declare that the signs of Armageddon and Har Megiddo are already unfolding. The world is about to enter the great tests foretold in the sacred texts. The Great Holy War, Hajj al-Akbar, is imminent. Believers must prepare for this decisive battle between good and evil. We ask God to guide and protect us during these difficult times and to fulfill our duties as the prophets before us did. Signed by God and his prophets from Adam to Muhammad, peace be upon him, and by Sufyan Sufyani, the Caliph of God, supported by the angels, Gabriel, Michael, Israfil, and Azrael.